We have to interrupt Akansha over there because the Tech Mahindra earnings press conference has started. Let's cut in live.
And 6.5% sequentially. The EBITDA for the quarter was 380 crores, up 50% year-on-year and 1% sequentially. Consolidated PAT for the quarter was at rupees 377 crores, up 25% year-on-year and 37% quarter-on-quarter. For the full year, the consolidated revenues were around 6,870 crores, up 25% year-on-year. The EBITDA for the year was 1,424 crores, up 55% year-on-year. EBITDA margins at 20.7%, an improvement of 400 basis points. The consolidated PAT for the year was at rupees 1288 crores, up 18%. As we look back, I believe we delivered 9.2% growth in dollar terms, in large measure helped by our strategic acquisitions, which I'm delighted to inform you are doing very well. Our momentum in our non-BT business continued with 21% growth in FY13. On organic basis, non-BT grew 13% in quarter 4 on a year-on-year basis, and this is in line with our strategy for broad-based revenues. So, net, we are looking at smart growth both on the overall revenue and on EBITDA front. And on EBITDA front, we have managed to increase our EBITDA margins substantially during the year, have crossed the threshold of 20%, and EBITDA margins after a gap of almost 3 years. Our recognition as a partner of choice in managed services to telcos globally has resulted in some significant wins, and our large deal pipeline remains healthy. Our acquisitions, as I said earlier, have worked well and have been delivering as per our expectations, though they are at early stages. We have to look at our growth in the context of what is happening globally. US, I think, is on the path of recovery. The demand is growing. We are seeing also some expansion in discretionary spend. But as we all know, US is a very competitive market. We have done well in Asia, Middle East and Africa. But what has been remarkable this year in these regions has been a smart uptick in our profitability there. This was achieved through series of measures and our greater familiarity with how these economies function. So there has been, I think, a qualitative improvement in the way we operate in these areas. Europe continues to have issues, as we all know, but you see a greater sense of stability, or perhaps acquiescence that the growth in Europe is going to be low and patchy, and crises will emerge from time to time, but they have now become a part of their daily existence. If it's not Greece, it's Cyprus. If it's not Cyprus, it could be some other country. Now, that has had, I think, a positive impact for us because Europe recognizes that it has to be competitive. So some of the barriers which were there earlier are coming down, and that is why, paradoxically, we have perhaps the healthiest pipeline in Europe. technology is changing. The telcos are facing huge constraints on networks because of the almost insatiable demand for data. That again is positive. But the most positive thing is, insofar as TechM is concerned, and we are proud of it, is that we are now an unquestioned leader in the telecom industry. In India, we are ahead of every other technology company, and that is a sense of great satisfaction. Let me, before I pass on the mic to CP, talk a bit about merger. The hearing on the merger before the Andhra Pradesh High Court is complete. The judgment is reserved, and we expect the judgment to come up, a decision to come up sometime in the first or second week of June. And if the judgment is positive, which we expect, or we hope at least it will be, then the two companies stand merged. But we'll keep you posted as we go along. But this is the de jure or the legal position. De facto, we are operating as one company. We have common management, common information system, only the
Tech Mahindra there with his quarterly performance, talking about how it has a very healthy deal pipeline in Europe, seeing a couple of barriers coming down. We're going to pick up that analysis of the Tech Mahindra numbers in just a bit. Time for a break. Coming up next, Market Buzz.